Hello everyone, my name is Decker Link, the trained unprofessional, and welcome to Talking Back episode whatever the fuck it is for 3,000! We reached 3,000 goddamn subscribers, pizza for everybody! God damn, it feels good. Thank you all so much. This is so fucking cool. 3,000 subscribers. We're already at like, what, 3,010 something? What are we at right now at this exact moment? As of filming this, we are at 3,016. God damn, guys, this is so fucking cool. You guys rock, seriously. Every subscriber in and of itself is special. I honestly get giddy every time I see that number change. And to see us get to a milestone like 3,000. 3 fucking thousand. That is so many people. It honestly blows me away to think that 3,000 people chose to subscribe to this channel, and I can keep going and just making all this nonsensical like thank you statements, but you know I would mean it just as much if I kept saying it too. If I said it once, I can't say it enough, and that's not what you came to see. You came to see Talking Back. You came to see comments getting responded to, and I have got some shit to talk about this time around. So let's get to the comments first, and then at the end, we're going to be addressing something that happened here recently that I kind of want to spend some time addressing personally. You probably know what it is, but we'll figure it out. But first, I wanted to say our goal was to get to 3,000 by New Year's Day, and we crushed the fuck out of that. We got it's October 25th as of right now, and we got 3,000 a couple days ago. So you guys blew the goal away. You guys destroyed that thing. And so now our next goal, I checked on Social Blade, they said we would get to 4,000 if we stay at this rate by June-ish, by June. So I'm going to take it a little step before. I'm going to say our next goal is to get to 4,000 subscribers by May 26th. If anyone knows the significance of that date specifically, that is my birthday. That'll be my 23rd birthday? Am I 23? They're doing some yard work and construction shit outside still, so I'm sorry about the noise. But yeah, I'll be 23 on May 26, 2018. So our goal is to get to 4,000 by my birthday. You think we can do it? Yeah, I think we can do it. You guys have blown all the other fucking goals out of the water. I think we can do it. So I'm gonna work hard to make sure that everyone who subscribes gets what they asked for, gets what they were promised, and that's as much content and as much quality content as possible. So I'm going to be working as hard as I can to make sure as close to daily videos as I can get, weekly live streams on YouTube, and I'm going to be moving to on Twitch here soon. I've got it all set up, it's just a matter of doing it, really. I'm going to be working as hard as I can to get everything done and everything going, and I think we can do it. So let's do that, and let's move on. I already said we were going to move on, but now we're actually moving on to the questions and comments. Let's do this. Chef says, holy shit, the absence of the beard is scarring X3. Yeah, it's a little fucking weird for me, too. I'm pretty much just going to grow this until I'm done with it, and right now, what are we at? We're at you really need to learn your body shape levels of you. It's kinda gnarly. It's looking a little bit like moss clinging to a wobbly ledge, but you know, I think we're fine. I'm just gonna let it grow. We're just gonna let it keep doing its thing, and we'll see. Whenever I get sick of it, I'm not gonna try to like shape it or like just do the goatee. I'm gonna just let it go. I've never just let a beard fucking just do its thing before, so I'm just gonna... We'll see how long it lasts before I just get fucking sick of it, because there have been a couple times I've been laying in bed and I'm just like, I fucking hate this, let me get rid of this, but no, I'm gonna stick it out. And that's also what I'm doing with my hair, because I cut my hair, and it was really weird. It's nice every once in a while to change up your hair. I like changing it up every once in a while, but I do miss having the longer hair. So I'm just gonna, this time around, let it grow as long as I can before I hate it. And we'll just see how long that fucking lasts.
Nikita Rocksock says, Pumpkin King, all hail Jack Skelly! Oh, it's an onion. Fuck the Onion King!
Goddamn! Nikita does not swear! When I read this shit... Oh, God. I had to, like, check multiple times to be like, did this really come from Nikita? Yeah, this is a reference to Overcooked, which, like, some of you watched. Oh, it was fun. It's different, so, you know, not everyone gives it a chance, but I had a lot of fun doing it. It's with me and Aaron, and I would have Aaron come in and be like, yeah, watch it, but, you know, he's not fucking here. He's at work. I'm sick today, and it's already my day off, but I'm staying home today. But yeah, fuck the Onion King. Son of a bitch. Doesn't know how to run a goddamn kingdom. You have the power to time travel. Fucking just go back in time and get all the Master Chefs. Why are you bothering us? Why are you bothering with us? Jesus.
Marco says, do you ever look at videos from a while ago and see something you wanted to change?
Oh my god, all the time! Seriously, holy shit, the cringe is real. It's bad. It's so bad. Like, people have told me, like, to do the, reacting to old videos thing, and, I already have self-esteem issues. I don't think it was a good idea. I mean, there is a whole long history of videos on this channel that don't exist anymore. They're not even private. I just got rid of them. Because when I first started doing Let's Plays, I would just take a camcorder and film the TV screen. Like that cardinal sin of Let's Plays where you're just filming a screen. I didn't think it looked too bad, but it did. It looked really bad. And I had a lot of playthroughs and a lot of stuff, and I had so many videos. Like I said, I've been making videos since 2003, so there is over a decade's worth of videos that just don't exist. They just don't happen anymore because no, I'm not showing them to anybody. I'm not even gonna run the risk that someone watches something that I do now and be like, oh, let me check out what they did, and then it's watching that shit and being like, this guy sucks, get unsubscribe. I am not dealing with that shit. I ain't above that life. Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen. So no, there's a lot that I have looked back and said that sucks. But usually it's videos that nobody misses. McCry1TV4 says, is it me, or is it that Decker and Aaron sound almost exactly the same? Funny thing about that, fucking related. I don't. Also, side note, it's kind of fucking weird for me to be called Decker and then him to be called Aaron, because we have the same last name. My name's Jacob, in case you don't know. I also go by Jack, because I'm gonna be talking about it in the next thing. My second show is called Decker Jack, but I'm jumping the gun here, saying I also accept Jack, but Jacob is my name. Do I ever say my name on camera? I always call myself Decker Link. Huh. Do you guys know my name? Do you? Do you actually know who the fuck I am?
James Swain says, what's your second channel? Wait, really? That's all I get? 4 fucking words? Are you shitting me? I'm the Great Papyrus!
Thank you, Papyrus, for fucking telling segues. My second channel! My second channel is called Decker Jack. You can find it, I believe it's linked in the description. If not, it's on the channel page. It's like my second channel. It's listed on there. I don't post anything like of quality over there. It's basically whenever I'm like driving around, I put a car on a mount. Put a car on a mount in my phone, and I film myself talking. It's kind of like my video diary. I started doing that because I didn't have access to therapy anymore, and so I use that kind of as my therapy, but now I just do it kind of as a video diary thing to just get my thoughts out there. And it's usually like once a month, maybe, kind of uploads. But if you're wanting a little more of an unfiltered, like I'm just talking about whatever's on my mind, that's the place to find it. So youtube.com/DeckerJack. That's my Xbox Live gamer tag. That was supposed to be my gaming channel, but didn't work out that way. I just like DeckerLink better. So, yeah. DeckerJack. Check it out.
McCurdy once again says, BT Dubs, go buy the Bat Family merchandise on Zazzle in the description.
Again, thanks for the opportunity for the plug, guys. I have a Zazzle store. It's a merchandise thing. It's not like I'm not just be like, oh well, give me the money, give me the money, give me the money. It's not that. I am trying to afford my. I always say my Patreon, AdSense, Super Chat, any Zazzle, fucking any money I get from this all goes to my mental health treatment. It all goes towards affording medication. Trying to make, because health insurance in America is a fucking joke, and not a funny one either. It's just it's just bad, and so that's what all of that goes towards. So whenever I promote the Zazzle store, where you can buy a shirt with your favorite bat apple on it, your fruit bat, I should say, because there's more than just the apple. There's the grapes. My personal favorite is the strawberry. I love the strawberry. I actually got a strawberry. Hey, babe! This is a shirt you can get. This is fruit bat. It's strawberry on a t-shirt. Isn't that fucking adorable? So if you want that shirt, you can go Zazzle.com. Just DeckerLink on there. There's also mugs, playing cards, all kinds of good stuff on there, and we're probably going to put some more stuff on there, and you can get shit that says glorious, and we're expanding all the time, and I just think it's a wonderful opportunity for people, and people are like, why is the prices, like, Zazzle controls all that, because I'm not at my house, like, printing shirts. They have to make the shirts, put the print on it, and ship it, and all of that stuff. I get like $1 from each shirt sold, and it doesn't go very far, but it's more than nothing. And if y'all want something from there, it's more than awesome if you want to get some. So go to Zazzle.com. The link's in the description. Along with all my social media accounts, where you can follow me, where I'm barely active, but you know, I try. I'm socially anxious. I'm sorry. That is all the comments I have, but if you notice, the video is not quite done yet. If you look at the the time bar, we got a little bit to go. And it's because I wanted to talk about what happened with Lagoon Lounge. I told you I was going to be talking about something, and I just wanted to address something. I'm not going to be listing specific comments for this one, but this is going to be basically a response to some of the arguments that I saw on the episode of Lagoon Lounge. This is not okay, the one where we had that unfortunate scene with Yamato, where we fucking... if you are watching this part, you know what the fuck happened. Yeah, I should say it. Basically, we blackmailed him into forcing him to give us a blowjob. There's stuff that I cut out because I said I was gonna skip the scene where we like physically like forced him to do it, and we like threatened his fucking restaurant and his livelihood. It's rape. It's full on rape, and I got some arguments for that. Some things I wanted to address, so I'm going to do that real quick. Again, I'm not going to be saying specific like comments, but these are all things that I saw on that video and conversations around that video. Probably the most common one I got was, "It's just a game" / "I'm overthinking it." Here's the thing about that argument specifically that really doesn't gel with me is the fact that, yeah, it's just a game, but at the same time, what I do on this channel is play games. And my identity on YouTube and pretty much just like my main hobby is playing these games. So if I don't react in the way that I truly feel to these games, then I'm not being true in how I convey myself. And I think I've made it abundantly clear that one of my most important values on here, in addition to have fun and acceptance, is being honest, being genuine, being true to myself and to you. And if I'm overthinking a game, I don't think I'm overthinking it. Because in a game, if an element comes up and you play it, and how a story is being presented, and even if it's like a book, if your favorite book includes a scene where something like this happens, but you still say that you enjoy the book, then you are enjoying that scene. And now the context of that scene is very important. I have not finished reading, it's a visual novel, I have not finished reading Lagoon Lounge, so I don't know how it plays out. I've been told both that it doesn't have much significance, / it actually gets used for intimacy later on, which is actually one of the later points. And I don't think that it is enough to really show the consequences of those actions that were done. One of my favorite books, I don't remember the name of it, which is unfortunate, but one of my favorite books has a scene where the main character does get sexually assaulted. And the reason it's one of my favorite books is because it doesn't portray it as a throwaway thing that happens. It isn't just something that happens and it just get moved on, or it gets used in a positive light later on. It's portrayed as the thing it is, and it is portrayed with the significance and the consequences in mind, and it is properly given the time to breathe. It really gives the context of how that affects people, and the fact that it happens to the main character of all people. It really just it gives the weight of it all, and it doesn't glorify it. And Lagoon Lounge isn't glorifying it either, but it's using it as this like vindication, and I don't think that's right. And one of the other points is that that's the culture. That in Japanese visual novels, the elements like this are used very liberally, because Japanese culture is less stingy about that kind of stuff in fictional works. And I can understand that to a point, because someone even said that westernized culture produces bland content because it never goes that far. It always shies away from that. We'll gladly portray someone getting sawed in half with a fucking chainsaw. God damn. We'll gladly show that in a movie, but God forbid we actually show sexual assault or a nipple or anything like that. We have it's very strict with that, and in some sense I can see the value in saying that once you're exposed to a culture that's more willing to explore these topics, that everything else can seem like mundane in comparison, and I can understand that. The problem is that if you're going to go there, then you need to address it as is. If you're going to make sexual assault / rape a element in your story, you need to address it as is. You need to it's a thing that actually happens, and if it's treated in real life, the way that it's treated in this game, that person's a monster. If you literally say, that might have been fucked up, but whatever, I liked it, then that is a callous and just an individual that is really fucked up in the head. And so while I can understand that my response to that scene is probably very indicative of the culture that I grew up in. I live in America. I grew up in the Midwest, which is one of the most religious parts in the country. And while I personally am not religious pretty much at all, you can't really escape where you grew up. And I grew up in a religious household. I don't think that I don't think it's wholly a culture thing to see sexual assault be treated with such disregard in terms of consequences. So I don't think it's a culture thing. I understand that it's used more liberally in stories there. But I'm all for it being used in a story. You just have to treat it properly, and I don't think it was. There was another one that said that you could have chosen something else, / just go back, / you chose it. All of this stuff. I play these games blind. I play these games never having played them before. That's what playing game blind means. And if I were to go back and lie again, it would be a lie, and I probably could get away with it, but I don't find that fun. I think that the first time you react to something is the most genuine way you're going to react to something, so it just going back and avoiding the scene. If I had seen the scene as it was, and then gone back and just avoided that scene, my impression of the game would have changed, and you wouldn't be able to know why. If I had gotten to that scene that includes sexual assault and rape, and then went back and just decided, you know what, I'm not gonna, let's not go bother Yamato-san, and then the scene just ends, my impression of the game would be the same as is. The only difference would be that your experience would not be properly portraying my view of the game. So I would just have this sour feeling every time I play this game, which I do now, though I am giving it a chance, a lot of chances, and you wouldn't know why, and then I would have to explain it, and then the end goal would literally just be, the end result, I should say, would literally just be you finding out that I was not giving you my genuine reactions. And that's the only conclusion that would come from it. So yeah, while it is true that I chose to go down that path, I did not know what the path was leading to, and I could have chosen something else. It literally, that argument doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Then there was one where it said it could have been worse. You know, it didn't have torture, it didn't have all this other stuff. It was, another person said that it isn't rape unless it's violent, or that, you're holding someone down or you're beating them into submission. While it could have been worse, that doesn't excuse what it was. Like, you got stabbed, that sucks, but you didn't get shot. You still got stabbed, for fuck's sake. Like, you go to the hospital, you're fucked. Like, it's still not good. And in terms of it isn't rape unless it's violent, violence isn't it's violent to rape someone. What I mean by violence is, beating someone into submission. That isn't the defining factor in rape. It's non-consensual sexual advances towards someone who is unwilling to participate. That's all that's required for it to be rape. It could be if they're drunk and they can't say no or yes, if they're unconscious. There literally doesn't have to be any struggle involved. If it's non-consensual, that is rape. That's what it is. And so there doesn't have to be any beating into submission involved for it to be rape. So that's just not true. And then the last two are pretty much connected. It's that one scene does not define the whole game, and that they expressed a desire to not have another Morinatsu, where I got to a scene and I just decided to stop. As far as it, before I get to the first one, not being another Morinatsu, I stopped playing Morinatsu for a while, not because of strictly the content of the game, while that was a contributing factor, of course. The game was extremely frustrating because it was poorly translated. The main reason I stopped playing was because of everything involved. The reception to how the game was reacting to me, and from people watching who adore the game, who did not like how I was playing it, and it was the game being jankety and the people watching being upset that got me all fucked up about the game. The people watching Lagoon Lounge have been more than receptive, and even with all these arguments, only a couple did not include, but we support your decision and we'll understand it and we will keep watching, and yet all this stuff. So even though there were a lot of arguments, it was very gracious, and I very much do appreciate that. So Morinatsu is completely different. As far as one scene doesn't define the whole game, I can understand that argument if it was like, we had a scene where we made eggs. That doesn't define a whole murder mystery. But there's a little more to sexual assault than making eggs. I think there's one's a little more significant. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm continuing to play the game, is that I want to see why people love the game, and I've seen a lot of reasons to love the game. The music, the atmosphere, the interaction with the characters. It's a charming game, it really is. But a game is the sum of its whole parts, of all of the individual parts. And you can't have the great experience of playing Grand Theft Auto 5 without the torture scene. You can't have the great experience of fucking anything without all of it. And my impression of the entire series will be including that scene. And when I am finally done playing all these games, and I do intend to still play all of the games, I, unfortunately, will still have the impression on my head that they treated sexual assault very, very lightly. And that is something that I really do not condone, appreciate, or accept. But I am still going to play the games, I'm still going to try to enjoy them, I'm still going to make the videos, and I'm still going to give it chances because people love the game so much, and I have enough reasons in the game to keep playing it. That scene, I will stand by as saying, was a huge misstep. And quite frankly is something that, were I playing it by myself, would have been a backbreaking straw. But that's it. That's the entire thing. I know I spent like half this video talking about rape, and that's extremely uncomfortable. Take it from me, it's me too. But anyway, thank you very much for 3,000 subscribers. Thank you all for watching this. If you made it all the way to the end, good job. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained unprofessional, speaking for the voices in my head. When I say until next time, fare thee well. Bye, everyone!